I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this, but this tip is the most affordable tip on the list. You're gonna have enough money to spend on actual food so you're not eating ramen noodles every day. You don't need a budget in order to start saving money. All you need to do is take small but impactful mindful steps every single day. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what steps you should take in order to start saving money in 2025. Make sure you stay to the end because I have a bonus tip that will help you maximize your savings by 10 times. Hi, my name is Zanae. I talk about any and everything related to the environment, climate, and veganism. The environment and finance are more connected than you might think. And by the end of this video, you'll find out how exactly they're connected and how to save money starting today. So grab something to write with and a piece of paper or open up your notes app because you're going to want to take notes for this. Also, the timestamps are below in the description and maybe in this little bar that you see below, so feel free to skip around. I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this, but stop buying items and clothing from TikTok Shop, Shein, Temu, Amazon, and all these other websites. Just because it's on sale or there's a deal going on doesn't mean you need to purchase the item. I talk about overconsumption like a lot, so I'll link a playlist above in case you want to learn more about overconsumption, why you shouldn't buy from these companies in more detail. But let me give you an overview. So it takes a lot of natural resources to create the item, and it takes a lot of energy to transport that item from the factory all the way to your doorstep. Lastly, that item sometimes get thrown away due to it being broken, or the person just get tired of it, and guess where it ends up? In the landfill. It takes decades to like years for the item to break down, so it's just sitting in the landfill. Instead of buying new clothing, accessories, or whatnots from Amazon and all these other places, just use what you have until it breaks or it's time to get something new. The next tip can help you with the first tip, and it's to buy higher quality items. It might seem strange that I'm telling you to spend more in order to spend less, but let me explain. The fact of the matter is cheap clothing and items do not last long, like at all. So when the clothing breaks or tears, guess what you do? You buy another one, it break and tear, and the cycle repeats. Instead of buying cheap items and clothing that you have to repurchase every so often, which really hurts the environment because all the resources being used to create the item, and it hurts your wallet because you have to repurchase the item like every so often, do this instead. Invest in higher quality items. I mean, like, why not? They're higher quality, so it's less likely that they will break or tear easily, and you can have them for years and years on hand. If you don't feel like you have the money to buy higher quality items right now, don't worry, because this next tip might be in your price range. So this tip is the most affordable tip on the list, and it is to reuse and repurpose different items. I'll keep this tip pretty brief. You could use some plastic or glass containers that come from another item and turn them into storage containers for like foods or anything like that. Reusing and repurposing items keep them out of landfill and help keep money in your wallet. If you made it this far into the video and if you're enjoying it, for the next few months, I'm going to be doing a series called Environment and Finance. I'll be talking about how you can increase your finances while protecting our environment. This video is part 1 of the series, so please be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any other part. The next step is to learn handy skills. So my definition of handy skills are skills like gardening, knitting, sewing, stuff like that. Remember tip 3, like reuse and repurpose? Let me give you an example. So let's say you know how to sew. If you do, I'm jealous of you because I want to know how to sew. If you have a tear in your shirt or pants, you can just sew that right up and continue wearing the shirt or pants. No need for you to buy another one or throw the item in the trash. So you can pay for cooking, knitting, sewing, gardening classes, or you can learn free from YouTube, or maybe there are some free classes within your community. Learning handy skills will help you save money and it's sustainable. Next tip is to buy multi-purpose items instead of single-use items. Look for items that have multiple uses or can be used in multiple different ways. So for example, instead of buying plastic cups, you can buy mason jars. The jars can be used as cups, vases, storage containers, and the list goes on. Buying items that have multiple uses help reduce the number of items that you have to purchase, and it keeps money in your wallet. Okay, Let me know if you've experienced this. You're scrolling on TikTok and you see someone promoting something, probably from TikTok Shop. You don't really need the item, but you know, it's looking good. You're like, ooh,
maybe I have a little bit of coin so I can spend on the item.
You purchase the item, it comes to your door, you're satisfied with the product, you like it. You go on TikTok again, you're scrolling through, you get another TikTok Shop ad. You don't really need the item, but you like it and you want it. And the process continues over and over and over again. In my personal experience, I haven't dealt with this with TikTok Shop, but more like stuff from in the past from Amazon. But believe me, I do get tempted by those ads from TikTok Shop. Like, they are really good at targeting people. But anyways, let's get back on schedule. Based off this scenario, you probably know what the next tip is. And the next tip is to limit social media. These algorithms are like so smart. They know what gets us to click the purchase button. That's why we need to limit our social media consumption so we won't be trapped in this cycle of seeing items on social media and feeling the urge to purchase it. 2025 is the year you're gonna start saving money. I'm already speaking it and I already see it. I see it in the future. You're gonna start saving money this year. You're gonna have coins. You're gonna have enough money to spend on actual food, so you're not eating ramen noodles every day. So you're gonna stop buying stuff that you don't need, buy higher quality items, reuse and repurpose, learn handy skills, buy multi-purpose items, and limit social media. That's the important one. Another tip that I want to give you to help you save money in 2025 without budgeting is to not give into overconsumption. If you don't know what overconsumption is or why it's bad, I recommend this video next. And like I mentioned before, I also have an overconsumption playlist which I linked in the cards and in the description box below. I'm continuously adding to that overconsumption playlist because I love overconsumption, and based off my analytics, you guys love overconsumption too. So let me know if you want more overconsumption videos and I'll make those videos for you.